Greetings to all of you who I've never met before. I love you. And greetings to folks that I've traveled a long way with. I love you. The first 100 days after your heart has been snapped. No. The first 100 days after you spend 3 straight days crying after your heart has been snapped. You're out of tears, but you feel their echo in your body. You're vulnerable, out of touch with order, and just hella angry. This president gives me a just got my heart snapped feeling. Apparently he's doing the same thing to like everybody around me. Like everybody, which makes the whole world feel kind of zombie-ish. Between the visas, the wall, the healthcare repeal, and the Goldman Sachs cabinet, the fictional massacres, the actual alliances with Nazis and fascists, the Muslim ban, Flynn, Sessions, Kushner, DeVos, Dodd-Frank, the Yemen attack, Kellyanne Facts, Sol, Cole, Bowling Green in Sweden, abandoning freedom of the press and banning tiny orange hands on the button, the glutton, the Constitution gutting, social safety nut cutting, Kaiser Heil, Comrade Drumpf, Scalia think-alike justice nominating, self-hating, pedophilic rapist, climate science debating, ruling via tweet. You can't fucking tweet at North Korea, dog. It's been like 6 months, right? This is emotionally unsustainable. And because all the therapists that I trust are traumatized too, I am seeking balance by turning off the news and listening instead to the corpses begin to speak. I'm finding refuge in the vigilance of resistance dreams resurrecting themselves. Black Jesus didn't walk on water for me to whine. Hell, Black Jesus come down the steps to meet his betrayer at the door, as would the restless dead. I can't plug in too much to the interweb. I'm tuned in to the ghost in my head instead. And maybe that makes me crazy. But this thing we got here is supposed to be normal. This punishment society based on the logic of exclusion. A crisis of knowledge run by a narcissist prone to delusion. If he's saying, well, Barack Hussein called me crazy, but I'm gonna be right here in this corner, 100 days and running, rhyming spook riddles to myself, preserving mental health by challenging the talking spirits, summon the perfect imprint of the genetic imprint of the best of us, birth a nation of Black thought, listen in to the ringing silence after 4 little girls were bombed where they prayed, like the Charleston 9 or the savage in Quebec who killed 6 and injured 8, to the non-believers in the congregation, be careful the wrath of this president's buried corpses. They join the choir of this country's multicolored trampled. I'd advise you to stay sane by thumping the thunderous paranormal bass, booming like the music of Jordan Davis before a racist shot him in the face. I listen to the melody of the after-death memory of that young boy. I won't be dizzy in this alt reality. I'll be steady. I am steadied by the genetic memory. I am a child of the sugarcane, sharpened like a spear to break my ancestors' chains. Take 100 days. Look into the fire and remember Egypt. Walk home in the rain and remember Trayvon. When the train goes underground, think of Tubman. Bring my hands up to Alleluia like Mike Brown. Black out in a purple haze on top of red clay. Invoke the infinite like the color of my true love's hair. Be true, be loved. What, I'm just supposed to like forget my capacity to conjure the world? Like I'm just supposed to like give up the ghost? This dude is a cyst, but the disease is buried, blue vein, red blood, white supremacist, skin deep, buried, oil dollars over rainforest green, buried like the voices in a New Orleans mortuary. Sometimes it takes a little longer than expected, but I'm putting myself on a fast. 100 days of ghost listening. They've healed me before when my heart was snapped, and they gave me the strength I needed to sanely, humanely clap the fuck back.